Guys, simple enough. This is a life lesson. One day, you may find yourself at a magic show, or at a sideshow, or at a freak show, and you may see somebody walk out on stage holding a sword that looks like this. You may see that person take a sword that looks like this and do a stunt that looks like this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, no, don't clap. Ladies and gentlemen, if that ever happens to you, do me a favor and never ever fall for that. This is a magic trick. It's cheap magic trick at best. This is from the Vanishing Rabbit Magic Shop here in Calgary. It's called the Amazing Sword Swallowing Feat. It's made with a cheap plastic handle, and do you remember those snap bracelets they used to sell? Remember those? They'd snap them around the wrist? That's what they're made out of. It's called the Amazing Sword Swallowing Feat. It's not amazing, it's not sword swallowing, and it's not feet. That's true. You're cute though, at least you got that. Now, if you see somebody walk out on stage holding a sword that looks like this and they claim they're a sword swallower, you call bullshit on them for me. They all look the same. They've got this handle. If somebody walks out on stage and they hold their sword carefully like I was, like it just might break, the reason they're holding it like that is because if you move it wrong, it's gonna break. They're cheap. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sword swallowing is real. There are less than 100 sword swallowers in the world. There's a website called swordswallow.org. It lists every known sword swallower that's ever lived and every sword swallower that's alive today. It's a fake one, all right. Totally fake. It's a sword. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to swallow a sword takes a few years of practice. You gotta put it in your mouth. It goes past your epiglottis. It straightens your esophagus on its way down. As it straightens your esophagus, it pushes your heart forward 1/4 of an inch. It passes through your stomach sphincter, and you're giggling at sphincter. What are you, 6? You have more than one sphincter in your body. Your stomach sphincter is about, I'm sure it looks the same. It's got like that. And it keeps your food and your liquids from coming back out. I'm not going to explain what your other sphincter does. You guys already know that. All right, let's give it a shot, ladies and gentlemen. Sword swallowing. I have no gag reflex left.
That's what she said.
That is what she said, yeah. I was hoping the audience would say that.
I won.
You won. All right, I'm going to lubricate it, just like you do at home. Yeah, shut up, you've all spit on it. There you go. The kids don't get that. It's fine.
If they do, it's not our fault.
No, it's not. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it looks like when you swallow a sword. But you gotta wonder, where do you go from there? There are 100 people who can swallow a sword. Well, we found out there are 40 people in the world that are known that can swallow more than one sword at a time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to swallow not one, not 2, but 3 swords at the same time. That's a triple penetration is what that is. Well, don't make it dirty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Amber's going out into the crowd right now. She's looking for a volunteer. I'm going to put these swords together at the top. Now, the real risk of these swords is not just that they're thicker and wider, it's that you run the risk of the swords scissoring while they're in your throat. Not the good kind of scissoring, the bad kind of scissoring. The good kind of scissoring, Amber.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, she does get it, sometimes after the show. Shut up, I have pictures, they're online. Sorry, how are you doing? What's your name? Amanda. Here's what's gonna happen, Amanda. I'm gonna swallow these 3 swords all the way down to the hilt right here.
Don't tell me I gotta pull them out.
Yeah, we're getting there. I'm gonna lean forward at the waist, being careful not to bend my neck. I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna face you, you're gonna grab the handles, and you're gonna pull them out.
If I puke, it's not my problem.
If you puke, try not to hit my swords. All right, let's give this a shot. I'm putting my life in your hands. Did you just say try not to kill him? Real confidence builder. Hey, Amanda. That's nice. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, swallowing 3 swords at the same time. Whew. It is not comfortable taking 3 at once.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. We were waiting for the audience. Not the children. I'm not taking responsibility for that one. Your fault, Mom. Your fault.
Instead of tattoos, it's scars on the back of his legs. Like they cut him.
Ladies and gentlemen, give her a round of applause. And look at that on the end there. Ugh, that's what we call supper. It feels so good to share sometimes, doesn't it? I always say waste not, want not. Oh, that's too far. Shut up. That's not too far. I didn't offer. No, well, ladies and gentlemen, once you can swallow more than one sword at a time, you're sitting in a group of about 40 people. Well, we found out that there are 4 known people in the world that can swallow a sword with a curve. When they say a curve, they mean a slight curve, like a saber or like a katana type blade. Well, I have a sword here. It's got more than a slight curve on it. In fact, it's almost curved at 90 degrees. It's almost curved at 90 degrees. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to swallow a curved sword, you can't just put it straight down your throat. It would be coming out my side. I'm going to have to try to match the curve of my body with the curve of the sword. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the way the other 3 people in the world do it, and I'm going to show you my version. This is what it looks like. It is not pleasant shoving a bent one down your throat. Thank you. You're late on that one, but next time. I got faith in you. Hey, shut up. You can't do it. Safety first. We had a guy last night, I'm about to do it, he yells, "Oh, teach my wife how to do that." I was like, I'm sure she's having a real hard time, buddy. He's like, screw you, man. I was like, you see what I just did? Screw me, you'll never go back to women. Here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing the curved sword for a little while now, and I had a dream one night. I know it sounds dramatic, like, I had a dream, but I did. I had this dream. I woke up the next morning. I started contacting all the sword swallowers I know. I asked, have you ever seen somebody swallow a curved sword, then crank it 180 degrees inside their body, pull it out the other side? They all said, hell no. We contacted Ripley's Believe It or Not. This year they named me as the first person in the world ever to swallow a curved sword, twist it 180 degrees, pull it out the other side. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've done this 59 times now successfully, and 2 things have happened. The first thing is I realized I can twist the sword with no hands. The second thing that happened is I started to get emails from other sword swallowers saying, stop doing that. The concern is that you don't see people swallow a sword sideways because your heart is close to your esophagus. And with the curve of the sword, if my angles are off, I could tear my aortic heart valve and be dead before I hit the floor. Yeah. So far, so good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is swallowing a curved sword, 180 twist, no hands, attempt 60. Let's give it a try.
Watch. Yeah, it's in his mouth. Watch. He's not gonna die, he's done this.
Come on! Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing several sets throughout the evening. We still got more sets to go. Each time we do a set, things get different. The first set that we did revolved completely around my nose, putting things in my nose. This set was involved swallowing stuff, jamming random shit down my throat. The third set, well, things get a little bit weirder. But before I get out of here, do you guys want to see one more stunt? I got one more for you. And this one requires a little more power. Ladies and gentlemen, this started out simply enough. Amberlynn and I have been doing this show together for nearly 13 years. 13 years, and we were out on a date to Home Depot. I found these masonry drill bits. I thought, wouldn't it be badass to swallow a running power drill? Well, the first time I tried it, I quickly realized that it doesn't quite slide down the throat. You see, it gets stuck at the top, at the epiglottis, because your esophagus is flat. Because the first time I tried doing it, the drill wasn't running. I'm not stupid. All right. Now, I got drunk with some friends one night, as one does, and I tried it with the drill running. Here's what I discovered. It'll actually pull itself straight down my throat as it's running. It gets stuck as soon as it gets to the bottom. If I put it in reverse, it actually pulls itself back out. As long as it's facing straight down, not facing my heart, not facing my lungs, it goes straight down in. Put it in reverse, it comes straight back out. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to see this anywhere else in the world, and there's a reason for that. It is not comfortable getting drilled in the throat.
That's what she said!
Catching on. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been a lot of fun. We got another set coming up in just a little bit. We got some weird stuff in that set. In the meantime, please give a round of applause to the beautiful Amber Lynn. Woo! Stick around, play some games, buy some merchandise, go through some houses. When you hear the air raid siren, that means we're coming up for another set. Things are gonna get weirder. Things are gonna get a lot more dangerous. My name is Ryan Stock. Good night.
10 minutes.